What's up folks, and welcome to Dev Diary 3. This week we're going to talk about some juicy menu development and a change in direction due to some performance limitations. So let's jump into it. A lot of people I talk to find UI frustrating. It's one of those things that you never seem to entirely be happy with. Something's always off with the design, or the feel when interacting with the buttons just isn't right. Now, I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to UI design and implementation, but I do have some tips and tricks that can help the process feel a little bit easier. Step 1. Map out your screen. Don't just jump into placing buttons all over the place and then calling it a day. Try to map out the layout before you even start development. Personally, I like to use pen and paper, but you can use any image or design software you want and you can do the same effect. First, draw out the dimensions of your screen and then split it into sections that will represent each element of your menu. Then, iterate. Move things around, change the colour. Just play around with it until you have something that makes your insides feel all nice and warm and tingly. The reason I like doing it this way is for faster iterations. The more you do it, the better. Next, once you've agreed on the positioning and colour of your menu, it's time to make the components of the screen. The title, the buttons, maybe some spicy visuals for the player to draw the player's eye. Because you already know the colour and shape of each object, it should be easy to do everything you need done. Just make sure you use the same or at least complementary fonts for each text on the screen, if there is any text on the screen. Now that your screen's all laid out, built, it's time to bring it to life. Open a game that you like and count all the little effects that the main menu has. I bet it'd be a surprising amount. This is when the UI really begins to pop. If your screen is full of static buttons and menus popping in and out, you're probably failing in the design of your menu. One quick tip I use, if in doubt, stretch it out. Instead of just animating something from state A to state B, try to overshoot and then pull back. In other words, stretch the animation out before then squeezing it back into its resting state. Try it in a bunch of ways: position, scale, colour, and then mix and match them all. Here's an example of a setting menu popping up in my game, Grumpy Snake. Beautiful. Important note, if you're wondering about how to do the animations, don't use Unity's built-in animation tool for UI, it's just super inefficient. Instead, look up something called tweening. There are loads of tools to help you with this. I use something called Lean Tween, which you can get for free on the Unity Asset Store. Here's the code I use for the menus popping up. It's super easy to pick up, but if you need a more detailed tutorial, let me know in the comments below and give us a wee sexy like while you're down there. Now that I've sparked your minds with some probably not that useful information, how about an update on the game I've been making? If you're new here, this is Grumpy Snake, my fun little snake clone that I once failed to make when I was in college and I wanted to try again many years later. Last week I had plans to work on some enemy AI. I wanted an AI controlled snake that would compete with you for food and you would need to trap it and kill it. For this I had planned to use a free resource called the A Project, and it's honestly a great tool that I recommend anybody that wants to explore the big and scary world of pathfinding. However, during the development of Grumpy Snake, it was decided that I would not be using any colliders for performance reasons, and the A project works by using collision layers in Unity, which is a bit of a problem. So in basic terminology, I'm fucked. I suppose I could take a stab at writing my own A algorithm, and I did try with this little mouse fella you see going about the screen, but it's hot garbage and I'm not sure I'm willing to invest all this time into making a good version. It's just outside the scope of the game, so yeah, I guess AI is out. I had planned on making this game a roguelike, and honestly, without enemies, I don't see a way where this game isn't total shit. So it looks like I need a new plan, and I have one. Instead, I'm going to scale way back. I've been developing a bunch of these little power-ups throughout development to make the game more random and exciting, and I think I can make these more of a primary focus in the game using shop space. So here's the loop. Open the game, do a run, earn points, spend those points to upgrade the collectibles, do another run with a higher chance to beat your last high score. Rinse and repeat until all the upgrades have been obtained, and then have the greatest high score anyone has ever seen in the world of Grumpy Snake. I know, truly innovative. This idea makes me quite nostalgic for some old Flash games I used to play, where you would launch some poor animal out of a cannon, watch it get pummeled by random objects while barreling through the sky until it eventually stops and gives you a score based on how far it went. Then you would spend some points to get more animal bashing devices, which then get you more points the next time you play. There was something strangely addictive about those games when I played them, and I plan on having every one of you scratching your arms watching ads, waiting to get that next next fix of getting that new upgrade. That's the plan at least. And that's really all I got for this week. I hope you like yet another new video format. I'm trying to think about what I want these videos to be, and I don't want them to be a traditional devlog that you see other people make. Mostly because I don't think you give a shit about what I cooked for lunch or how much coffee I'm drinking. I hope to be able to provide you with not only an update on what I'm working on, but also some useful information that you can take away and use for your own projects. If that sounds good to you, please do subscribe and comment below with some feedback. This is only the third video I've made, and to be honest, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. So yeah, let me know what you think of the format, please. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. I know, truly innovative,